Good evening. Aloha from Florida.
Perhaps it's a bit hard to recognize him there in the dark, but it's this fool again.
So there's the moon. Is it a dusty rock in space? Or is it a heavenly luminary, which is simply a mystery?
We know what it is, and we have been there. Human beings had set foot on the moon.
The inverse square law of light debunks the entire heliocentric hypothesis.
And of course, he don't provide any evidence for that silly claim.
The globe religion says that the moon is a dusty rock in space reflecting sunlight. If that were true, it would not disappear every month. One day a month, the moon is simply not visible with any optical equipment, any scientific equipment. You can't even see it from the beloved ISS.
On the moon missions between 1969 and 1972, the astronauts left reflectors on the moon, and today they are used for measuring the distance to the moon very precise using laser. So they are bouncing laser against the moon. You can also bounce radar signals on the moon. You can only bounce laser or radar signals against a solid object. The moon is, as you stated it, a dusty rock in space. And now every flat earther will scream, we don't trust it. It's NASA who bounces laser signals. It's NASA who uses radar. But you have a very, very big problem. Ham radio operators, ordinary people talking with each other over the globe with radios. Many of them are using a technique called EME, or to simplify it, moon bounce communication. To put it so simple so even a flat earther can understand it. They bounce signals on the moon to get around the curvature of Earth.
So the heliocentric hypothesis is false. If the heliocentric hypothesis were true, then the moon phases would reverse every 6 months, as the sun would be on the opposite side of the Earth and the moon.
Oh dear, he is really stupid. It takes the moon 27.3 days to complete the revolution around the Earth, and it takes Earth and the moon 365.256 days to orbit the sun.
But it is exactly the same, always. The moon phases are always exactly the same. Here's reality. The sun and moon are about the same size.
Wrong.
And they travel very similar paths through the sky. They are about the same altitude.
Wrong.
The sun and moon travel from tropic to tropic over the surface of our flat and stationary Earth. The sun takes a year to do this, from the Tropic of Cancer to the equator to the Tropic of Capricorn, back over the equator, back up to the Tropic of Cancer where it is summer in the north, the summer solstice. The moon does this about once a month, but they are on very similar paths. They are about the same size, the same altitude, just as we observe. In the inverse square law of light, the brightness that we can measure coming from the moon completely, totally annihilates, it debunks the globe religion. So that's it for tonight. Enjoy the view. Have a great night. God bless.
As usual from this fool, he presents his fantasies as some kind of facts, but it never proves any of his claims, and he's so easily debunked. Oh dear. Okay, that was all for today. I'm still in Ukraine. I will be back in the beginning of next week. Thank everybody helping me helping Ukraine. If you use PayPal, I will buy more kamikaze drone and send them to Ukraine. So, hope to see you soon. I will be back next week. Bye.